But I can't represent myself. I am myself. I'm a Moorish American national.
You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want.
What you're about to watch is one of the most infamous courtroom showdowns between a sovereign citizen and a no-nonsense Michigan judge. This isn't your average hearing, it's a legal train wreck in slow motion. The defendant, who calls himself a Moorish American national, believes the state has no authority over him. But after skipping court 3 times and trying to play lawyer, his luck's about to run out. Judge Middleton has given him chance after chance, but today, that patience is gone. Watch closely as the judge dismantles every baseless argument, exposes the absurdity of sovereign logic, and shows exactly how the law deals with people who think they're above it. Stay tuned, this one escalates fast.
213ST alleges driving suspended second offense on January 31st, 2021 here in St. Joseph County. File 202073 alleges driving suspended on September 17th here in St. Joseph County. I think there may be a speeding charge with that. File 202653 also charges driving suspended second offense and forgery and speeding. All of those matters were scheduled for jury trial today, November 10th. Mr. Morrow Bay wishes to represent himself on these matters. He has a perspective on the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code that disagrees with the state's version of it, but he didn't want an attorney and didn't wish to have representation. He wanted to represent himself in all of these matters. So we treated him like an attorney. We set the matter for a final pretrial to prepare for jury trial. And he didn't show up. So there are presently 3 arrest warrants for Mr. Morrow Bay's arrest for failing to appear for duly scheduled last pretrials about 3 weeks ago. We don't show up on the morning of trial with a basket full of papers and inconvenience 30 to 50 jurors who have to come in and hear your case and several witnesses without preparing for it. So we scheduled a pretrial conference and you didn't show up. So I've called off the jurors for today and the prosecutor has called off all the witnesses. And there are currently 3 separate warrants for your arrest for failing to appear. But you're here now.
I think I was unaware.
Here's what's really happening. The judge is summarizing 3 separate driving with suspended license cases, plus a forgery charge. That's serious. Each of those offenses carries potential jail time. And the defendant's trying to represent himself, which is already risky. But it gets worse. He failed to show up for 3 pretrials, meaning there are 3 active warrants out for his arrest. When a defendant acts like this, the court views it as blatant disrespect for judicial authority. This is where the judge's patience finally snaps. You can feel it. The tone shifts from procedural to personal, and he's about to make an example out of this guy.
We sent that to the address that you gave us, and if you're representing yourself, you need to act like you're representing yourself. We sent you duly notice to your Sage Street address in Kalamazoo, the same notice you got for this.
I don't live there anymore, and I can't represent myself. I am myself.
All right, well, I'm not clairvoyant. I don't know that you moved. So, Mr. McNair, you're driving me crazy. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. You're walking all over the place and flashing the screen and giving me vertigo, and you're sideways and upside down. And so I'll be with you in a bit. Don't go away. Yes, that's your position. Then you're not doing a very good job of it because you didn't tell me where you lived. You didn't show up for a pretrial while we prepare for this. And now you come rolling in with a hat on the morning that your 30 or 40 jurors are supposed to be here. That's not a very good way to do business.
It's my religious headdress.
This right here is where it all falls apart. The defendant's late, unprepared, and now claiming his hat is part of his religious attire, all while standing in front of a judge he's already frustrated. It's like walking into a fire with gasoline. Let's be real. When you walk into a courtroom dressed casually, armed with pseudo-legal jargon, and expect the judge to take you seriously, you're writing your own downfall. And honestly, Judge Middleton has been remarkably composed so far. He's letting the defendant talk, but notice the body language. Calm, firm, and completely done. Be honest, what would you do if you were the judge in this situation? Would you give him another chance? Or throw the book at him?
Proven jurisdiction to begin with.
Ms. Davis is here
I'm still waiting for
on
jurisdiction.
behalf of the prosecutor's office. Ms. Davis, you have any thought on this?
Your Honor, I would ask that he be held in contempt for failing to appear at the last pretrial. I would also ask that an order enter regarding discovery if all of these items that he's holding on to are intended to be used as exhibits at the trial. I would like to have copies of those so that we can be prepared. Also, I'd like to have our motion for joinder of the cases heard so we can settle that matter prior to choosing the jury and having another date set.
Right in the middle of my busy arraignment morning when I have 14 people waiting to be arraigned, that probably work out too good. But it's all on him. He didn't show up. He also got notice of your motion. Mr. Morrow Bay, do you have documents that you were going to present as part of your defense?
I mean, I mailed in documents and I never got a response.
Well, did you have some? Do you have some you wish to present?
Well, I mailed in an affidavit to you more than once, and this is also my legal notice for my lawful name change. Because I put it on the record that I'm a Moorish American national and I'm not American or a U.S. citizen, excuse me. I'm a man of the land. I'm native to the land. So a lot of these rules that the state of Michigan is creating is not applicable to me, unfortunately.
At this point, the prosecutor makes a critical move asking the court to hold the defendant in contempt for failing to appear. That's legal speak for, you disrespected the court, and there will be consequences. This is the moment the judge decides he's had enough. And here's the irony. While the defendant claims to be outside the court's jurisdiction, he's literally inside the courtroom, subject to every rule he says doesn't apply. The judge knows it, the prosecutor knows it, and soon, the defendant's about to learn it the hard way. Watch closely. You're about to see one of the most swift and decisive arrests ever ordered mid-hearing.
If you guys enjoy content like this, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Let's get back to the video.
And I was trying to be respectful to the court and let the court know since the beginning in a respectful manner. And I have lots of documentation to prove it.
All right. I want you to take Mr. Perdue into custody. We're going to execute the 3 bench warrants that are currently out for his arrest for contempt. We'll take him to jail and we'll make an arrangement later to discuss.
Are you arresting me right now? Wow.
I don't have time to do it now. Thank you. Bye. Mr. Perdue, you're going to jail, St. Joe County Jail here in St. Joe County, and I'm going to hold on to you in lieu of 3 $1,000 bonds till we can review your contempt and the other things we need to deal with. But if you're going to represent yourself, you need to do it right. You need to show up when you're supposed to show up. You need to follow the rules of evidence and procedure. You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail.
I was unaware.
The bond is $1,000 per file, and I will talk with you later. So right now you're going to the St. Joe County Jail. All right, we'll deal with him, Deborah, when we have more time.
And there it is, a textbook example of how courtroom patience runs out when defendants try to outsmart the system. Judge Middleton handled this perfectly. Calm, methodical, and absolutely unshakable. He didn't yell. He didn't argue. He simply let the defendant dig his own hole and then enforce the law point blank. It's a great reminder that courtroom sovereignty isn't a belief system, it's a myth. The law applies to everyone equally, no matter what you call yourself. But what do you think? Was the judge too harsh? Or just doing his job by the book? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and stay on the right side of the law.